good guys are boring. I'm sorry.
You saying that we can only find good guys in church? Is that what you're saying?
Now the bad boy, I dated a few of them. I had fun.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Maud from
Yes.
Yes. So V, why do good guys finish last? What is that about?
Because good guys are boring. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just the truth.
Boring.
I'm a good girl now.
Define for me boring.
I think boring, as we look at it, when you're looking at good guys versus bad guys, is predictable. I mean, I could tell you where Karanja is, what time when, every single day. I could tell you what he's having for dinner without even calling him. I could tell you which club I'll find him at or not. Like, it's just the predictability of everything.
Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing, though?
Okay. In marriage now, yes, I want to know where my husband is. But I do think even within the marriage, I mean, as much as I know my husband's routine, there's that one day where he wakes up and he does this, and I'm like, okay. But you know, if it's the same thing every day, I'm just like, and it's not. And you know, I feel bad because good guys are good guys. If depending on your definition of it, okay. I think of a good guy as a stable man, a hardworking man, a faithful man, a loyal man. But unfortunately, that seems to come with some blahness.
Listen, I don't have a problem with my husband doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, having a schedule, as long as, you know, we don't have a schedule when it comes to the bedroom. Yeah, when it comes, I know I don't want to be predictable when it comes to that. But everything else, you know, I don't mind.
I mean, so let's back up from the marriage thing and let's just do relationships. So it's easy for us to marry. That's where we are. So how about that boyfriend who is doing the same thing every day? Like the kind of man, and I think a lot of it also comes to the kind of man who's doing so much of the same thing, he needs you to excite his life. And that's cute once or twice, but after a certain time, it's like, bro, don't you have friends to hang out with?
Training.
What else to do? It's just like, yeah, it's like, you know what we started by doing is defining what a good guy is. We should have started by defining what a good guy is. So you tell me what you think a good guy is.
It depends. I think in the society, you know, a good guy is, you know, financial status. What is their standing in the society? For me, I feel like, you know. So then a good guy, when you bring a good guy to your parents, introducing them, this is a guy I'm in a relationship with, this is a girl I'm in a relationship with.
Yeah.
The first thing you want to know is the education. You know, the job security.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes in Africa, his family, are they wealthy? If they are wealthy, that's a plan.
That's not just Africa, honey. Trust me, that's everywhere else. They always ask, who are your parents? It's true. They do.
But here in America, I feel like it's more of, they really don't care much, like the way we emphasize it in Africa. Like, you know what I mean? It's much of, you know, as long as a guy is a decent guy.
Yeah. I feel like they don't necessarily. Okay, so I feel like they don't necessarily take your name. You know, okay. I feel like when they ask you, what do your parents do? It's kind of a play on that, maybe a little less. So it's just to kind of figure out what family you're from. But okay, in that way you're deeper than me. I was a little shallow because for me, good guy is kanisa. You know, mama's boy. He's always doing his mama's.
So are you saying that we can only find good guys in church? Is that what you're saying?
No. I am just saying the majority of them can be found in some type of institution, whether it's a religious institution, a university, some institution, which is not a bad thing. I mean, you want a stable man, but I guess it also depends what time in your life, right? In my 20s, the good guy was just the most boring thing you could ever find. And they were sweet and they were ready, but no, the bad boy, I dated a few of them. I had fun, honey. I had fun. Okay, but unfortunately, these bad boys are also there to players. Okay, when I say fun, it also came with heartbreak, a big side plate of heartbreak. But I enjoy the spontaneity. The let's do this. Let's go on a road trip. No plans. You know. I don't know. I guess it depends where you are at this stage. I would not date a bad boy. That doesn't mean I wouldn't turn and look real quick. You can look if you're not touching. Just saying. I mean, what's a bad boy?
to me, a bad boy is somebody who is playing with my insecurities. You know what I mean? Like they identify your insecurities and right on, they're trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. A lot of bad boys tend to be narcissists because I think it's how they're able to hit you. I think there's every girl in this world or every guy in this world. Okay, there's 90% of the people in this world that can name that one person that they're just like, damn, because if you write it on paper, they don't check the mark of how you were giving us a list before. Kwa wazazi, money, no. Education, no. Family status, no. But there's just something.
And why? And why is that? Do you think that we have normalized trauma so that you find that fun? Like when you're in a safe relationship, you don't find it exciting, and so you want somebody who is always making you. And then you have this. After that we made up and we had good sex.
Makeup sex, that is the best kind of sex. But yes. That's a really good point you bring up, that we as a society have normalized trauma. Okay, look at our movies. You watch a movie, what happens? The guy goes and he shoots everybody. There's always a girl on his arm, right? The bad guy, right? He's on a bike and he's chewing tobacco and smoking weed and drinking the shots. And the girl, in the end, he always wins, right? So we've already, go ahead, girl. Sip on it, bad boy. But at the end of it, even from movies, we're taught like the bad guy is fun, right? The good guy is usually wearing suspenders and little pants. This is what we see right from when we're kids. So we are in a way normalized to trauma. And unfortunately, I think as African women, and this goes back to polygamy, one of our previous videos, guys, and we are taught that it's okay. It's okay for a guy to have 2, 3. Well, that's just how men are. So now your heart breaking is something that is so normal that you just sit there, and so you take on the bad boy. Yani Velma anakuanga tu hivyo, or Tony anakuanga tu hivyo, so you love them through it, and sometimes it's okay, but sometimes I think that no, we're taking on more than we need to. You don't have to have trauma to find true love. You don't have to be in pain. You don't have to cry. You don't have to go. I mean, I think for me it's a way of accepting trauma. You're accepting to share your partner. That's not even in the Bible. The Bible says man and woman. It doesn't say man and several women, or woman and several men.
Well, but Samson had like 600 concubines. So listen.
Okay, you go ask whoever wrote the Bible. Yeah. But you're kind of right. But now, did he have the time to pay attention to all those women? And maybe part of the excitement about Samson was he was a bad guy. I mean, he could pick up any virgin off the street and put her up and give her a house and whatever their version of a Lamborghini was then, right? But this has become so normal for us that even if there's people who accept it, by the way, and we talked about this before, there's people who are okay. They don't mind sharing their partner. They get what they get out of the relationship. But for someone like me who believes in monogamy in marriage, I'm not willing to share. And even in a serious relationship, I believe in monogamy. So I'm not willing to share. So me having to think of me, Sarah, and my dude, that's trauma for me. That's traumatizing. I'm adjusting the things I feel and I want just because I think it's okay. And no, that's not okay. I've heard this saying before, actually, women like pain. No, we don't. No, we don't. And I've seen these women who are actually broken, or they try to hit a guy first, so the guy hits them. And I don't want to kuchapwa. I feel like that's trauma they've been through, and that's what is normal for them. So they think a normal relationship. I'm like, sis, what? I feel there's people who end up in abusive relationships, whether or not it's planned. Sometimes people hold in emotions from trauma from before, story for another day. But if that happens, it's not norm. It's not something you should take. It's not something you should carry. It's not something you should give to the next mtoto wenyewe, so that now that's what your relationship is. That's not love. Love is patient. Love is kind. What does it say? Love forgets wrongs. There's no way where it says love carries a club and hits you over the head.
Yeah, I feel like, growing up, we were told, like, good guys, you can find them in church. Like you said, you can find them not necessarily in college, because in college, your parents are expecting you to finish college and start working. And so they don't want you to mingle around. You know what I mean? But that's what they expect. I'm not saying Velma did that. That's what I'm saying.
I went to KU for 2 semesters, and honey, we did a lot of things. Studying was not one of them. We studied, but it was not the main course. But a lot of people leave college with either a serious relationship or a husband or wife. My parents' generation, a lot of them, they left college together or they met in college.
I feel like when I say that, you give me like a side eye.
My side eye is for Generation Z, Generation X, and Generation Corona, because y'all already know what y'all out there doing in college.
You know, V, going back to what we said about normalizing trauma, you know, I know, sometimes when you're in a good relationship and it's safe and there's no red flags and nothing, you start thinking, oh my gosh, this is not normal. It can't be. And you're doing and looking for anything to make it not work because we're not used to, you're not used to that kind of a relationship, don't you think?
Yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of times you sit and talk with your girlfriends, and there's always 2, 3, 4 girlfriends in the group who have something going on with them, and you're like, mine sounds too perfect because this one is going through something, that one is going through something. Me, I come home, my man has cooked, he's cleaned, he's doing the do. I'm like, what's wrong with him? Who he got on the side? It's a thing. It is a thing, and it's a sad thing, and we need to normalize regular relationship. It needs to be okay to have a happy relationship. Okay, I'm just saying, guys.
And listen, you don't have to find good guys in church. You can find them in the gym. You can find them when you're gassing your car.
You can find them at working meetings. I'm just saying.
Yes, you can find like Mrs. Smith.
Yes, find that man in your email, honey. I'm just saying. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Let us know where you met your girl, your guy, your good boy, your bad boy. Join us next time on the More Afro Mamas. Bye.